like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now Golden State's starting five. We've got Butler. Curry is out there with Curry. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Butler's got 5.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
Three-pointer, Fox. Warriors with the rebound. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
It's been impressive. And the question now is, who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
Castle misses. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Great communication on the alley-oop.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Markey.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. San Antonio again missing. For the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Fox, and it's sent back by Kessler. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart. But Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason. That is just athleticism, working against that kind of length.
It's Curry outside. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Well, this run has given them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility, so bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Kevin?
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Spurs with some changes. Johnson's checked in for Vassell, and it's Harper in for Castle. Then for the Warriors, Gary Payton comes in for Porzingis. And it's Brandon Pajensky in for Curry. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
It's Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
A quick response from Johnson. He goes right back at him with the 3.
Three-pointer. And Stephen Curry gets the three. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, Payton. And Curry has it in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Johnson outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Champagnie. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Curry.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
An emerging part of his game, Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Butler attacking. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Fox, no good. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Robinson. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Gary Payton II and Richard.
And with his size and ability to shoot from range, I'm not sure of many 7-footers with that shot.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
The Spurs have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Spurs. On offense, here are the Warriors. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. It's up a 3, and the Warriors another 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Harper wide open. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And here's Harper from the arc. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Poked away. Here's Pajemski. Buries the long-range jumper. Pajemski's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Harper. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
Pajemski's shot is good.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
From deep. Warriors with the rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Porzingis. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Traps in the tray.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Down low. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Well, he's showing the hops there. Harper can get up with the best of them.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. A different look now for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Castle. Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Curry's got 27.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Fox, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggle continues.
And he doesn't have...
Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA and both of these teams off to a good start, winning their first games in the NBA Cup.
And tonight is a huge one in this group. Remember, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So if you can get out to a 2-0 start, plus have the tiebreaker, you're in business.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Curry in its point guard position.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Another three for Golden State.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
San Antonio with the ball. 4-point game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. On the topic of Curry, coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. He'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Ryan, back to you.
Allie, thank you.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Coach, after making the playoffs 22 consecutive years up through 2019, the San Antonio Spurs have not been back to that stage since.
Well, every franchise, even storied ones like the Spurs, go through transitional periods. Fortunately for them, they have a lot of young talent and should be back in the playoffs sooner rather than later.
Now here's Fox. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Champagny. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. The three from Curry. Rebounded by Kessel.
Well, there you have it. Their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Yes, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. And it's Fox with the jam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now here's Fox. Very solid on 18 points a game.
And that's one Fox misses earlier in his career. But he's added strength, and that helps him absorb contact.
Curry with it. He's covered by Fox. Can they get it? And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 9 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And he comes up with a bucket.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Cornett's checked in for Champagny. Bryant comes in for Vassell. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for Fox. Hayden's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Curry. They get it back. Another shot. Johnson with a bucket.
And they call him Big Body for a reason. Johnson isn't afraid of mixing it up on the glass.
And here's Butler outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Now here's Cornett. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Butler, good.
Not necessarily a staple of Butler's game, but there, reminding the defense, he can drain it from deep.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Spurs trail by 7. Harper passes to Wembanyama. Connects from downtown. He's got 9.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Another 3 for Golden State.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Outside for Wembanyama. The shot from the low post is good. Wembanyama's got 11.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
It's stolen by Johnson. 3 on 3. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Bryant from deep three-point land. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Warriors on top, they lead by 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Johnson. And it's Cornett in at the 5. That's the San Antonio 5. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender. He said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Brian?
You'd love that mentality. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Drops in the 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fox outside, drives to the hoop, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Here's Payton. And the Warriors with another 3.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And San Antonio making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Butler's checked in. 3-pointer, Fox. San Antonio again can't hit. The Warriors lead by 5. Pass to Pajimski. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Grant, a little background on the NBA Cup tournament this game is part of. It traces its origins back to the WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, the WNBA was set to feature the in-season tournament in 2020, but the pandemic delayed that start until 2021. Since then, it's been a wild success, and the NBA decided to run one of their own.
Payton's checked in for the Warriors.
When you talk wings, Butler is a top-notch passer. He has a great understanding of the game.
Here's Fox. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
Castle's checked in for Harper. Spurs trail by 5. Fox on the prowl. And it's Fox with the jam.
Man, he is so fast. Fox just needs one step, then he is practically at the rim.
And here's Butler outside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Fox outside. Right side Johnson. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Johnson's got 8 points.
Yeah, he's a very strong wing. Johnson is about 220 pounds, and he knows how to use his body.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
The kick out to Johnson. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And it's a great sign that Johnson's making threes. That really helps his team.
Curry gets the bucket.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
3-pointer, Fox. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
The 3 from Curry sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Oh, 5 threes this half. The D can't contain this guy.
Fox, the pass to Johnson. Hits the trifecta. He's got 14.
Well, when you get a guy like Johnson firing on all cylinders, good luck.
From the arc. Curry's shot is off. Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Fox. Not going to go that time. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Ooh, he's been red hot from 3-point range. How long will he keep it up?
Payton with a steal. Stolen by Wembanyama. Johnson on the wing. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Johnson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this.
Hey folks, we know you're anxious for the first half breakdown, but a surprise start to the show is only fitting with some early season power rankings.
You take a look at the Spurs, they've moved up to the 4th spot. Check that out. But if you were talking about medals, they're below gold, silver, and bronze. So what would that be, Shaq?
Well, good question, Kenny. Maybe 10 or wood?
No, not wood.
Or paper mache?
No.
Now we're talking.
And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Man, it almost doesn't seem possible. You know what I'm talking about, Ernie?
Yeah.
Steph just getting better? How can a guy get better as he gets older? Man, it goes a long way to his work ethic.
Yeah, his pregame. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Seth Curry, Butler out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Curry in it to 1. And Porzingis, known to everyone as the Unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
Well, B.A., I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another, I guess.
Sinks it from distance. Vassell's got his first 3 points of the game.
What a response from Vassell, coming right back with the 3 of his own.
Oh, Curry doing what he does best.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow. And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And here, timeout from Mitch Johnson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And a look at the stats for Victor Wembanyama.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
No good on the quick 3.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Butler's got 15.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Castle. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Curry finds Kessler. Back to Curry. Inside. Outside for Butler. From downtown, another 3 for Golden State.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Box for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Curry gets the bucket.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And it's Fox missing.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And he lobs it up and finished off by Kessler.
Well, that's what Kessler brings to this offense, a constant lob threat.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Fox to end the run. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. He's got 15.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
And here's Curry for three. Another three for Golden State.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemb
connects again from distance.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in for him.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the fourth most threes in a single game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. He's going off this quarter, a huge reason why this team is on top.
Wembanyama, pass to Johnson. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Johnson's got 19 points.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
And again for three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Porzingis with a screen on Castle. And he's going for the oop here. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Now that's how you finish off an alley-oop. Outstanding initiative by Porzingis.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game. There's 6 seconds left to play in the third. With 1 on the clock. And he sinks the layup. Harper's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig.
Oh, say does that start.
When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the two, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early, lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Porzingis. Stephen Curry's out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Butler in at small forward. Murray scanning the floor. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with James Borrego. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Pelicans have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Jordan. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
New Orleans gone 0 of 2 from deep here. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Shoots from 12. Rebound by Butler.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Bringing that intimidation factor. I love it.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Williamson, the pass to Jordan. And he uses the glass on the layup.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Murray, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray is a different type of guard. He would much prefer taking it to the hoop rather than taking long-distance jumpers.
So for the Pelicans, Queens checked in. Bays subbed in for Herbert Jones. Then for the Warriors, Peyton, he's checked in for Porzingis.
the small forward position.
And no shortage of sharp shooters for either of these teams.
And that allows you to be explosive and run up the scoreboard. So this game could be decided just by who's making the most shots. I mean, that's simplistic, but it's true. May the best percentage win.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Counted from distance.
So clearly on a mission right there. He went to the line looking for payback.
Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Bataze throws it down.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist for. He is a capable point guard.
Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. The three from Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
With the 10-footer, the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
And here's Curry for 3. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
Golden State has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. And the three-pointer goes.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Curry's got 15.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Suggs. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Suggs showing you right there, he's not just the facilitator.
Curry with it. He's covered by Suggs. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Orlando making some changes. Carter comes in for Paolo Banchero, and Black subbed in for Suggs. Neesmith, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Curry.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
He buries it from 3.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
It's stolen by Curry, and he lobs it up top.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 24 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Curry. He's got 24. Pass to Neesmith. It's stolen by Bataze. Wagner with it. Picked up by Neesmith. Some room here for Bane. Orlando again missing.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Kessler finds Curry. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Neesmith passes to Kessler. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They are getting cooked by this guy. I mean, they've got to regroup and figure something else out.
So for the Magic, Banchero's checked in for Bataze. De Silva comes in for Wagner. And Richardson subbed in for Bain. Robinson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Butler. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Warriors lead by 19. And here's Curry for three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Will it go? That one doesn't drop.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Complete domination from distance. 10 three-pointers now. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
On the floor for the Warriors, Nesmith out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Gillespie in at the one. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Guys, back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Pass to Pajemski. Nesmith on the wing. And the Warriors with another three.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Gillespie passes to Nesmith.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
For Orlando, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Tries to keep it alive. It's hauled in by Robinson. And here are the Warriors now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. There's the triple. And the Warriors with another three.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Orlando has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Outside Carter. Pass to Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. There's Howard with the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Howard. Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Gillespie. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
I just love the ball movement.
Orlando with the ball. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Warriors have gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second, and it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either. So that's a double-edged sword there. Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Warriors. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in.
Oh, say does that...
You know, Richard, you switched teams a few times in your career. Tell us, what's the first year in a new city like? Being, with the new team and new surroundings.
Early in the season, it takes a little bit to get settled, but it's also dependent. Are you solo? Do you have a family? There's so many things that go into a player getting comfortable in a new city.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Walker Kessler. Curry is out there with Seth Curry. And there's Porzingis. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Now Curry. After Norman Powell missed from long range. Curry, good.
Even from way out there, Curry is accurate. Look, he knows his three-point shot as well as anybody.
Here's Mitchell. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Orlando. This one for 3. Rebound by the Heat. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
It's time to see which teams made the adjustments that can give them the edge. Some conference pride at stake here, too.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Larson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And obviously the season's just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Miami. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Golden State, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Mitchell's shot is good. Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And another 3 for Golden State.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
That 3 off the mark. The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
Yeah, Kevin, on the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well.
Basket good.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
Butler from outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Warriors. Neesmith, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Fontecchio passes to Adebayo. And that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Jaka Jonas. Kessler with the rebound. And here's Curry who brings it up for Golden State. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Warriors leading by 14. Three-pointer, Butler, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
From outside the arc, and another 3 for Golden State.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Adebayo against Kessler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Now he's checked in for Miami. And here's Golden State. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
To the paint, here's Fontecchio. Finished off by Fontecchio.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The Warriors on top, just dominating. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Now let's take a moment